So Trump and Putin are literally sitting down as I'm recording this message this morning. They're talking about a whole host of issues. Saw Trump walk out this morning with Putin in front of the cameras talking about some of the things that would come up in this summit in Helsinki, Finland. He talked about China coming up. He talked about having some things, some good things to discuss and some things to discuss, which of course leads one to believe this whole Russian meddling, as the Democrats and the media have called it, in our election. Trump said he's going to talk about that. So we've got that. We've got Crimea. We've got, nuclear weapons and the proliferation thereof. We've got that to discuss. And we've got just a whole host of things to go through, especially today in the wake of the indictments of 12 Russian intelligence officers on Friday pertaining to the Russian collusion investigation here that Mueller has been leading, so to speak, for, I can't even keep track, a year and a half now, I suppose. But anyway, we talk about that. We also talk about the timing of this. We talk about, it's kind of ironic that the indictments for the Russian investigation happened on Friday, the last news day before this summit happened early this morning, Monday morning. So we talk about that. We also, shifting gears here a little bit, we talk about a police shooting in Chicago that happened over the weekend, some protests there, and then the release of body cam footage, what we learned from that. Also, a tragic situation in Weymouth, Massachusetts, where an officer was murdered by a suspect and was attacked by a rock and then had his gun wrestled from him and was actually shot by his own weapon. And we compare those two stories. We compare those and we look at the issue containing violence, police shootings, and the way that this is politicized and the way that the narratives in some cases may be making, it's been possible that it's making the officers, putting officers in more dangerous situations simply because we've asserted so much political pressure upon them regarding, when to protect themselves. So we talk about those things today, have a lot to discuss tomorrow at the conclusion of this summit. Probably too much to even cover in one show. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you listening. As always, hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.